You're right, guys, it's Capgun Tom here, and welcome to episode number 89 of The Path to Paris. Now, we're going to kick this one going off into our trade poll. Managed to sort of redeem ourselves after the web app absolutely screwed us in the last episode. Managing to sell that Bierhoff on for about 330k. We picked him up for 320k, and, you know, miraculously, we actually managed to sell him on for more. I thought I was going to take a huge loss on him, but, you know, a 5k loss I can kind of deal with, especially since we did make as much money as we wanted to on that Chiellini. Now, before we get into this, if you're looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, go check out futcoinking.com. Their link will be down in the description. A fast, cheap, and reliable coin service. And use the code CAP5 at checkout for a discount. Now, you saw that we are in Division 1. We've played 5 games. We got 10 points, which isn't brilliant, but our title hopes are still alive. If we manage to win all of our games, we will be taking down the number of points we need to win the title. So, fingers crossed, we can do that. Now, you can see that this guy, using a Brazilian team, quickly found how to beat me, and it is simply to cross. And not only did he cross once, not only did he cross twice, he crossed 3 times to make it 3-0 in the first 45 minutes. I was just like, oh my god, game over already. And then he actually managed to get through here. He didn't score this, he ends up coming out, but you can see there Lucas jumps on the rebound to make it 4-0. So our title hopes are pretty much destroyed by this result. We're now going to be looking just to stay in the division. We did manage to get 2 goals back. One was from Ibrahimovic. The second one was an Ibrahimovic assist as well, but it was Cavani at the back post that managed to score. So the end result was 4-2, and we really need to start focusing a bit better, get back on the horse as we try to do a couple of episodes. We're still a little bit rusty after coming back from skiing, but we are starting to get there. Now you can see here that we are only 4 points away from safety, and that should be completely doable in 4 games. You know, that's just 1 win, 1 draw. So let's hope we can do it in the next couple of games. You can see here that we've also gone away and had a look at the player stats. I'm only going to have a look at Ibrahimovic. You can see that in the 13 games he's played, he scored 15 goals and got 9 assists. That's absolutely insane. The number of assists is what is really surprising for me. I thought he would have more goals, but less assists. So it's good to see that he's being a bit of a team player and letting Menez and Cavani get a couple of goals as well. Now we're going to dive into our next game. Hopefully we'll do better than we did in the first game. He's using a Liga meets Brazil hybrid, although the Brazil is quite a loose bit of Brazil in there. It's not all that much, you know. It's just a case of having his David Luiz Ramirez, Thiago Silva on the pitch. Now, he managed to score early on to make it 1-0 just in the 33rd minute there. You can see Lavezzi gets through after Ibrahimovic chips it into him. Another assist for Ibrahimovic, and then things started going horribly wrong just before half-time. You can see here, somehow he manages to bundle through with Benzema, and he ends up scoring, and then before I know it, another corner results in another goal, and it was David Luiz that made it 2-1. Then things just kept on getting worse. I mean, I had an absolutely horrible morning when I recorded this. I remember doing it. I was absolutely fuming. Math Denton was in the call. He thought I was smashing stuff up in my living room, which I was actually. I was smashing my desk to pieces because I was so pissed off with the game. But you can see there, we end up losing 4-1, which is not exactly what we're looking for in the series. You know, we're looking to win as many titles as possible and just show that PSG is probably one of the strongest full teams that you can build on Ultimate Team and FIFA. I really do think it is that, because you do have a good defence, you do have a good attack, you do have a good midfield. You know, it's got all the components you need to have a really strong team. Anyway, we dive into our next game, and you won't believe it. Look at the team we come up against. 5 at the back, Bundesliga team. He's even using Aubameyang at striker, the second in form one, and he's not on full chem, but you know he's going to be dangerous. But fortunately, we managed to get into the lead. I know I complain a lot about headers and then I go and score a lot, but I really was not in the mood to, you know, chance not getting the points out of this game. We do concede to Robin. He got through seconds after I managed to score, but again, we got down the wing with Lavezzi, and Lavezzi crosses it in. Cavani there for the second, and we make it 2-1. Well done, Cavani. That's exactly what we need to see. But it wasn't over. This guy managed to get through again seconds after I scored. Instant replies and managed to make it 2-2. But we did make it 3-2 in the 58th minute. And I have to apologise for the flickering on screen at the moment. There was something wrong with the file. Nothing I could do about it. And you only had to see the end of that game to see that we actually won it. And we're now only 1 point from safety. So we've got 2 games to do that, which isn't really comfortable, because you could quite easily lose 2 games in a row, as you saw me do at the start of this episode, but I have got my fingers crossed that we'll be able to do it. Anyway, good news, the web app seems to be fixed. I did a trading session only a couple of hours ago before you're watching this, and I found it very easy to find players. I mean, it's not perfect. It was probably back to the point where, you know, before we started having the real issues. It still has a couple of problems, but the majority of it is working a lot better, which means that we can actually trade, get some good deals, and we really did pick up some very good deals, especially the Joe Hart at the start. I think we got it for like 136, listing up for 150, so like 10k profit on that card alone, which is really good going. And yeah, I was actually starting to worry that we might have to prematurely end Path to Paris because I could not trade. It was taking me like 3-4 hours just to spend like the 500k that we had, which was an absolute nightmare. I haven't got time to do that, so I was thinking that we may have to end the series early without finishing the whole team off because we literally couldn't trade. But thankfully EA finally got it sorted, and I hope that it stays that way until the end of FIFA and we can continue on the series and finish it off, hopefully before Team of the Season. That's the aim, to finish the series before Team of the Season. Whether that will happen, I do not know. Anyway, you can see here that we're in our game, need the points here, and we do manage to get a goal. It's Ibrahimovic who heads that one in from Menez. Really nice goal. And then something very strange happens here. I get taken out. I think Menez gets injured, actually, stuck on the floor. He passes it back to the goalkeeper takes him out, and Ibrahimovic slots it into the empty net to make it 2-0, and we are going to be taking down the points, which is the most important thing in this game. You know, I really couldn't afford to mess about, so I took as many chances as I could. See that Ibrahimovic completing his hat-trick. What a lad he is, carrying the team into another season in Division 1. We did concede one late on from Jobson, but it really didn't matter as we managed to make it 4-1 with Lavezzi and finish off the game in the 90th minute. So there you go, guys. That is going to be the end of the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed. I will get another episode of this up before the weekend, and then I'll have one on the weekend as well. That equals 3 episodes of the Path to Paris in 1 week. Yes, and I'm going to start trying to do 4 episodes a week, which will be difficult, but I think it's completely doable. Anyway, there you go, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all next time.